This is Zachary Warren from ShutTheFuckUpAndPlay.com, and you are watching the review of Test Drive Ferrari Racing Legends. Test Drive Ferrari Racing Legends came out on July the 3rd, 2012 for the Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC. The game now retails for $40. There are 35 missions with 205 races inside of the 35 missions. You could think of the missions as as kind of like story based. They kind of just ask you to do this. Hey, do this race, and then you go on from there. It's not too big. It's nothing great. And then it basically goes through the history of Ferrari, and you drive a bunch of their cars, and that's pretty much what you do. You just drive cars because this is a racing game. Each race has objectives that need to be accomplished before moving on. You cannot go on through the campaign without completing each mission and its objectives. Why this is important is because there are a bunch of unlocks. So just to throw this out there are 50 cars in the game, around 50. I haven't counted, and I lost count even if I did. So just around 50, and that's pretty accurate because I wrote it down. So of those 50 cars, not a lot of them are unlocked in the beginning of the game. It's kind of like a fighting game. You kind of have some characters unlocked to throughout the game. This is just like that. You have to play the game, this campaign, to unlock the cars. So yeah, and then there are also 39 track variations within 16 tracks. So there are 16 different locales with 39 different track variations within those 16 locales. Those also have a bunch of things to be unlocked for you to be able to race on those. Those are all unlocked in the campaign. So the game is pretty hard. I'm pretty sure it's universal. I haven't read any reviews, but from what my editor-in-chief told me, it gets pretty hard because he's read some of the reviews. It does get hard. There are times in this game where I wanted to tear my hair out because of the difficulty. Not only does the difficulty come from the objectives, but sometimes it just comes from the fact that there is no rewind time feature. Meaning, if you mess up during a race, you have to restart because you would have been boned, and you need to restart the game, or at least that race, to continue on and finish in first or finish in whatever place they tell you to, or do whatever they tell you to continue your story. So that is a real pain in the behind, because you'll be racing. Let's say you have a 3-lap race, and in the second lap of the 5th turn of a 12-turn track, you hit a turn terrible, your front tire hits the grass, and you fly, hit a wall, and your race is done. So now you have to go and restart that race, which might have taken you 30 minutes. Who knows how long a race could take you. It could take you, a couple minutes for a race, and it could take you 5 or 6, and then, that adds up over time because you will keep messing up. So the game is frustrating with that. So the game itself, as just how it drives, is unrealistic because I think everything is real loose. Like the Indy car they have in there, or the Indy cars, the Indy cars they have in there are really loose, which I think is real unrealistic. I really don't think they move like that. I haven't driven one, so I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure they don't drive like that. They have really old cars. Cars from the 40s, cars from the 50s. Those cars are okay, but they're not super fun to drive because, let's face it, they're old and they're kind of slow. They also have some, what I guess some car enthusiasts would call boats. They're super hard to maneuver at high speeds, so those are really fun, especially when you have to dodge things. Like there's a mission where they put you have a car that is really crappy and really hard to maneuver. Sorry, Ferrari people, if you're listening, the car's terrible. At least in this game it is. I don't remember which one. I tried to block it out because it was the worst thing I've ever played in a video game so far, ever. You have to dodge. You're on this track, and they put these things in front of you, like these little, to obstruct you from driving, and you have to not hit any of these things. So when you do, because you have to do it in a specific time. So not only are these things in front of you that you have to dodge without hitting, but then you have to get it, complete the track in a certain amount of time with a slow-ass car. it gets really frustrating. I did it. I literally probably did that 50 times, maybe even more, and I wanted to quit this game because of that. But that's that. That's a negative. But yeah. That's so. Just that, put it this way: that happens, and you will be frustrated if you buy this game. Like I said, so this isn't a simulation. I don't think I haven't driven a Ferrari in my life, so it's really hard to say. But the game feels loose. I've played some racing games, and it's looser than what you would expect from a realistic simulation type racing game. So yeah, it's hard. So one thing, it's hard. It kind of has outdated gameplay features, meaning it doesn't have the rewind. Even if that doesn't matter to you as a fan of the racing series, it sucks for people who aren't super into racing everything all the time. So yeah, the sound is good. Actually, no, the sound is awesome. The car sounds are awesome. I'm not the music is whatever. I didn't even listen. I did, but it did not stick out to me. But the car sounds are awesome. The graphics are pretty good. The cars look good. The detail inside the cars from like a cockpit view are super awesome. Really interesting. The environments, not so much. The environments or whatever. Yeah, it's not even worth getting into. This is a video review. You'll see it. The game is $40. If I haven't said that already, I can't remember. I'm sorry. The game is $40 retail. For $40, I'd say it's a little bit of a stretch because of how hard it is and how frustrating it is. But if you want a game that's frustrating, if you want a game that is challenging, let's put it like, if you want a game that's challenging, that you're going to spend a lot of time with, because you will not play this game for, I cannot believe someone plays this game for 10 hours and lost anything. You're going to have this game for a long time and still trying to unlock things. So if you want a game like that, you want a game with a racing game with some meat in it, I guess, because like I said, 50 cars, 39 different track variations. Again, put that in variations. Yeah, go ahead and pick this up. Oh, one thing I will say. I tried to play online. Nobody on the Xbox 360 is playing this game. I have not gotten into one multiplayer match other than you can kind of do multiplayer with AI, but other than that, at least let's just say this, I did not find one person playing this game other than myself when I was playing it for review. So thank you for watching my review. This is Zachary Warren from shutthefuckupandplay.com, and I'll see you later.
Shut the fuck up and play.com